very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. And yes, we are now in the final 2 days of the IPL league stages. Yesterday, Rajasthan Royals defeated Punjab Kings, but it did not do much for both teams. I mean, Punjab Kings got eliminated. Rajasthan Royals somehow are staying in contention, but they now need another result going their way. But today, you will probably see your second and third teams in the IPL playoff, and the frenzy that has swept the Arun Jaitley Stadium and especially everywhere in Delhi NCR. It's MS Dhoni. Dhoni fever and Dhoni frenzy is absolutely gripping the Delhi NCR region because at 3:30 today, Chennai Super Kings are going to take on Delhi Capitals in their last league game. Now, it is a very simple equation for MS Dhoni's team. Win the game, you are all but secured in the top two. Lose this game though, and then you have other results going your way, and the cat is truly amongst the pigeons then. Because if CSK lose, LSG win, MI win, RCB win, then you will see CSK eliminated. Because at 15 points with Lucknow Super Giants already there, they will have to hope Kolkata Knight Riders do them a favor and dump LSG out in the game that will happen in the evening. So, MS Dhoni and Chennai Super Kings will be looking to avoid this potential banana skin here because let us understand one thing here. The stakes are very high for the games today. Even on Sunday, it reaches the crescendo because on Sunday, if results don't go your way on Saturday, Sunday definitely you will have the top four because though that is the last day of the league games. And MS Dhoni will be hoping that he ends the league stages on a high because there is also a fear that this is the last time MS Dhoni might play. But if gut instinct is to be proven right, he might play in the 2024 IPL also. He is not somebody who is going to ensure that, oh, I want to end my career after this one loss. He will not want to end it in the middle of a game. Dhoni is not like that. He announced his test retirement in the most awkward way. You all remember how he announced his retirement in 2020 just by an Instagram post, a medium that he has not used for a very long time. How will he announce his IPL retirement? Will it be in the middle of a match? Will it be at Chepauk? We just don't know. Only MS Dhoni knows what MS Dhoni is doing. So there is a fear that they may see MS Dhoni here for the final time, although he might be back in 2024. That is my gut feeling about it. So Chennai Super Kings versus Delhi Capitals at the Arun Jaitley Stadium at 3:30 p.m. The rush for tickets, the rush to see the glimpse of MS Dhoni is at an absolute all-time peak here because the summer heat may be on, but that is not stopping fans from getting into the stadium and watching CSK play because they all want to see MS Dhoni in whatever glimpse they can. Maybe as a keeper, maybe as someone in the outfield, maybe as a batter if Chennai Super Kings get to that stage. So the equation is simple. If Chennai Super Kings win, they are through to the playoffs. And whether they finish second or third will depend upon Lucknow Super Giants' performance against Kolkata Knight Riders at the Eden Gardens. Now, you have to understand one more thing here. If LSG win by a comfortable margin, then they can dethrone Chennai Super Kings and go to second position. Then Chennai will have to play the eliminator. The dogfight for the fourth spot will finally end on Sunday with Rajasthan Royals win. Now, yesterday, what happened with Rajasthan Royals? They managed to chase down 187, but they had to do it in 18.3 overs. That didn't happen. It took them until 19.4 to chase the target down, and that is why not much of an improvement in the net run rate. Yes, only Punjab Kings were eliminated. Now, what is the equation that Rajasthan Royals will have to hope for? Number one, MI lose their game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. On the other hand, if GT beat RCB by more than 5 runs, suppose if they beat RCB by 7 runs, then that will ensure Rajasthan Royals go through as the fourth team. For this to happen, MI has to lose to SRH in the final league game, which seems very unlikely considering the position SRH are in. GT will have to beat RCB. So that is the situation Sanju Samson's team finds under him. And in the post-match presentation, Sanju Samson was shocked after the victory because it seemed like a loss. They could not achieve it in the minimum target, minimum number of overs that was there. Sanju Samson was shocked. Why? Sanju Samson reckons that with the talent that is there in the side and with the amount of potential that the side has, he is shocked that the team is currently number 5 or 6 in the points table. This is the reason. Yet again, it is a season of big what ifs for Rajasthan Royals. Sanju Samson underwhelming with the bat yet again. 350s in 14 matches, 362 runs. Yes, he's got an average of 30, strike rate of 153. Great, but is it good enough? Remember, when he scored 450 plus runs in one season, that was the time he made a call. That was the time the selection was right up there for Sanju Samson. Yes, bang the doors down, but has he really done it? Again, another season has gone by, a lot of questions on Sanju Samson. As far as captaincy is concerned, you can say little bit of a hit. But again, if Rajasthan Royals don't make it to the playoffs, you will have to term it as a miss. And there will be one particular loss that will really hurt Rajasthan Royals. That no ball that Sandeep Sharma bowled against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Remember, Rajasthan Royals defeated Chennai Super Kings in both games, and you have to understand that they have been consistent performances in the season. First 5 games, they had won 4. The next 6, they had lost 5. That slump cost them big time. But it was that no ball that Sandeep Sharma bowled against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Had he not bowled, if they had won by 4 runs and they had won this game as well, they would have been on 16 points and they would have ensured that qualification was at their disposal. But unfortunately now they will have to hope GT beats RCB by over 5 runs so that their net run rate can go down. That is the fine margins that we have got in the IPL. So today, it is even an acid test for Lucknow Super Giants because Lucknow Super Giants will be playing with the Mohan Bagan jersey that is there. And you may say the Goenka group is really wanting to ensure that the Super Giants really shine. Now, from this season onwards, Mohan Bagan will not be known as ATK, it will be known as Mohan Bagan Super Giants. Then now Lucknow Super Giants, for a tribute to them, they are going to don the Mohan Bagan jersey today. The jersey will be designed on the lines of the Mohan Bagan team, and that is why Kolkata Knight Riders and Lucknow Super Giants is a big test awaiting, because if Lucknow win, they are through to the playoffs. But if they lose, and either both MI and RCB win, and even Chennai win, then LSG are out. Even if CSK loses by a small margin to DC and LSG lose, if MI and RCB win, then the net run rate will determine who will go through. And at this point in time, Chennai Super Kings have a slightly superior net run rate than LSG at this point in time. So lots and lots of permutations and combinations. We will know for certain at 11 p.m. today who are our other 2 teams in the playoff. The 4th team you will come to know only during the Sunday game. And potentially it could be the GT RCB game. If RCB wins, Mumbai if they win, then RCB will go through because their net run rate is the best when compared to Mumbai Indians. So Mumbai Indians, if they win big, say by 110 runs or 120 runs, then and only then they can overhaul RCB's net run rate. So this IPL 2023 playoff, until the very last day, you are not going to see your top 4. The top 4 will only be crystallized on Sunday. So today, CSK can avoid elimination if they beat DC. Same with Lucknow Super Giants. They have to beat Kolkata Knight Riders. But the weather in Kolkata is a bit dodgy because in the evening time, towards night, it's been raining in Kolkata. So they'll have to ensure that that bogey is also avoided at this point in time. Now, let us switch our attention to cricket apart from the IPL. And Ricky Ponting yesterday said that the World Test Championship final it is going to be a very, very close encounter with Australia having the slight edge. But what about the players who are playing in the IPL and what about the players who are resting? Well, Ricky Ponting said that it's all a question of players adjusting and their capability, because mentally fresh plus being game fresh, game experience, that is a thing which the teams will have to look into. See, a lot of Indian players are playing the IPL. Just about 4 or 5 in the Australian camp are playing in the IPL. The rest are all focusing on the World Test Championship. Steve Smith, Marnus Labuschagne, they're there playing county cricket. Steve Smith, on the other hand, he's gotten out to a duck 3. He's gotten out LBW 3 times. So if the Indian bowlers and the England bowlers are taking notes, if you want to ensure that the best batsman is kept quiet, get the ball to come back in, Steve Smith could be trapped LBW. That is the thing which is plaguing him at this point in time. Pujara also, in one match, he struggled, but apart from that, he's going to be the bedrock upon which India build their success on. And that is why Ricky Ponting has given a slight edge, because he feels that the oval conditions could be a little bit closer to Australia than it is to India. But again, remember, India's fast bowling unit has performed brilliantly in overseas conditions. So, India or Australia in the World Test Championship final, who will win? It's a very close call indeed. India have the edge over Australia in the past 4 encounters. They have won against them. But it's an ICC event. We all know how Australia raises their A game in the finals. So India versus Australia in the World Test Championship final. We are now only, you may say, 18 days away from the biggest ICC event of all, and that is the World Test Championship final. Now let us shift our attention to other sports, and we are all seeing that the Premier League football season, as well as all the other football leagues, they are reaching their culmination at this point in time. So, if you look at it, the UEFA Europa League is coming up, and the finalists have been decided. It is Roma versus Sevilla. Sevilla are gunning for a record 7th Europa title. Roma, on the other hand, under Jose Mourinho, he'll be wanting to ensure that Roma manage to give him another trophy as well. So, if you look at the football season, it is reaching a conclusion in the next 1 week or so. So it's going to be hectic. And 28th, you'll see new Premier League champions. You could see an FA Cup final on June 2nd, then the UEFA Champions League on June 11th. So the European football season is coming to a close, and that is why it's going to be a very, very hectic last couple of weeks in May. Then on top of that, you're seeing lot of Formula One drivers pour out their anguish, and also they are expressing concern over the situation in Italy because the race has been cancelled. But you saw some of them helping. For example, Yuki Tsunoda, one of the Japanese drivers, he was helping out the affected areas by cleaning, by providing assistance. So it was a very heartwarming gesture that he did that time. So kudos to Yuki Tsunoda for ensuring that he at least gives some of the locals there a bit of cheer. Now let us shift our attention to the Archery World Cup Stage 2 that is currently being held in Shanghai. And Ojas Devtale, and if you have to look at it, Vendam, Jyoti Sureka Vendam, these two have managed to create history because in the compound archery event, India have managed to beat powerhouses South Korea 156 to 155. And that is the reason why they are in the final of this Archery World Cup Stage 2 event in Shanghai. Remember, the Archery World Cup Stage 2 events, it all culminates with the top 8 finish, and they will play the ultimate final that will be held in Paris. So, Jyoti Sureka Vendam and Praveen Ojas Devtale, they have managed to ensure the duo beat South Korea, the heavyweights of archery, 156 to 155, and they are in the final. So, kudos to them for that. So today you are going to see one half of the double headers in Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals. Simple, if Chennai win, they are through. If they lose, then they are all but out, because remember, they'll need other results going their way. SRH beating MI looks highly unlikely. GT beating RCB 50-50 at this point in time. So MI and RCB will determine who are the top 4 if CSK and LSG lose. But if CSK wins, LSG wins, they seal their place in the playoffs. Whether it will be number 2 or number 3, that remains to be seen. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates. Remember, we are going to start at 2:30, 2:45. There'll be build up from the Arun Jaitley Stadium. There'll be live updates there. There'll be a show. There'll be a TV show there. There'll also be some updates from the Arun Jaitley Stadium on Sports Today. So subscribe and tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thank you.